Selina, and today's video is going to be the What's on my iPad mini video. And I have a white 32 gigabytes iPad, and I actually did one of these a couple videos ago. Well, actually more than a couple, but I'll have it linked in the description box below. But this one, I'll be showing you guys all of the apps that I have on my iPad mini and also the apps that I use for school. So I hope you guys like this video, and let's get started. So this is my iPad mini. It's just the white one, and my lock screen is of the beach because I love the beach. So I'm just going to open it. And that is what you see on the first page. So the first app that I have is Messages, obviously to text people. Then I have Photos, Camera, Maps, Clock, Photo Booth, Calendar, and YouTube. So out of all of these, YouTube is probably my most used apps. And I don't really use the following apps, but Contacts, Notes, well actually I use Notes a lot, Reminders, App Store, Newsstand, iTunes Store, Game Center, FaceTime, and Settings. And then the last app on this page is Calculator, which is basically just a calculator, and it's a really good calculator actually for an iPad. And my bottom apps are just the ones that came with the iPad, so Safari, Mail, Videos, and Music. And I use Videos and Music a lot, and also Mail and Safari. I use all of them a lot actually, but I don't really like changing them. And my background is just the background that came on the settings. And then for the next page, I mostly have games and stuff. So the first one is Temple Run, and I don't play any games, it's just when I travel and stuff. So Temple Run, 4 pics, 1 word. And then I have a photography folder. So I'll just go briefly describe all of them. So Wetagram, Pixeloramatic, I think that's how you say it, Square Ready, PE Photoler, Visage Lab, Pixelage, Photo Collage, PicLab, and PixArt. So this one is basically if you want white borders on your Instagram picture. And this one is just for overlays and effects and stuff. Square Ready is also the white borders around the Instagram picture. And then PE Photoler has effects and stuff like that. And I never use this one, so I don't even know how I have it. But PicCollage is you can put pictures together. And I have Photo Collage, which I use for birthday collages on Instagram, and then you can post them on there. And PicLab and PixArt. So then I just have another folder which is Filters. So VSCO Cam and Filter Loop are in there, and those are other apps that I use for editing. Then I have Solitaire, which I never play, and then I have Instagram, which you should follow me on there. I'll have the link to it below, and it's Selina139 if you want to follow it. Then I have Bike Race, it's just a game I never play again. So then I have a folder called xoxo. So in here I just have Kik and Snapchat, and they're both personal. And I love Snapchatting people. And then I have Followers Plus, which is a followers app for Instagram, so you can see who unfollows you and stuff. So then I have Twitter, which you should follow me on Twitter. My username is SSelinaXO, and I always have the link to it below. So this is my Twitter, and I retweet stuff and tweet sometimes. And then I have Twitter Followers, which is basically the same as Followers Plus, and you can check your unfollowers on Twitter. So my next app after this folder I don't really use because they're mostly games. So I have Gymnastic, Ice Cream Drop, Ice Cream Jump, Flappy Bird, and I am not going to delete Flappy Bird because you can't get it anymore on the App Store. And I wonder what my high score is because I haven't played it in a long time, so I'm just going to play. Leave me in the comments your high score because I really want to know. Okay, sad, I got 5, but my high score is 47. Oh. Then I just have Splashy Fish, which is basically the same thing as Flappy Bird, but with a fish. Then I have Mr. Crab and Candy Crush, which I play sometimes, and 2048, which is basically the only game that I actually play on my iPad, and I've gotten 2048 a couple of times, and Match Dots and iTube. And iTube is just like a music app, and it's free, so I'll just go and show you what it is. So I just have these songs. And you can use it without Wi-Fi, so that's cool. So now on to the last page that I have is I basically just have folders. So my first folder is called Entertainment, and I have Lifetime and Shazam. So Lifetime is basically an app where you can watch all the shows on Lifetime. So I like to watch Dance Moms and the Studio Rescue show that she has. And then Shazam is a song app, I guess. So if you don't know the song that you are listening to, you can just put it on Shazam. So you just click this, and then it's going to give you the song. And then I have another folder, which is video editing. So I don't really use this app, but it's intro light, so I sometimes use to make intros, but very rarely. Then Video Star, which I don't think I've ever used. And iMovie, which is also very helpful. and all of these were free except for iMovie. I had to pay $5, I think. And then I have my school folder, which the first app is called Calculator, and this is a really cool app. So basically, if you want to find out an equation, so I'll just do a really simple one, like the square root of 64. You basically just write it instead of typing it in a calculator, and it's going to give you the answer. So that's really cool, and it also works for more complicated equations. Then I have SparkNotes, and SparkNotes has a chapter by chapter summary of almost every book. So it has everything from Shakespeare to drama to some short stories, and it basically has all the books. So I'm just going to pick a category so I can just give you an example. So I'm just going to pick a book. Oh, I'll do A Midsummer Night's Dream because I read that. So it basically has a bunch of stuff, so it's perfect to study for tests. So here it basically has different categories. So plot overview, character list, and analysis of major characters, themes, motifs, and symbols. And here it has act by act, and it's going to give you the summary of every act. And then it has some important quotations that are explained, some key facts, and some study questions. And it's also great if you want to study for quizzes or tests because you can even take a quiz on here. So the next app that I have for school is called Quick Office, and I'm just going to hide here because it says my last name. But basically, if you know what Microsoft Word and PowerPoint and Excel is, you can basically do the exact same thing that you can do on a computer on your iPad. So I sometimes use this app, and I'm sure I'm going to use it a lot this school year too. And then the next app that I have is called Mathaway, and this app is really helpful, especially for math. So this year I am taking trigonometry and pre-cal, and last year I took algebra, and basically what it does is you put an equation or a math problem and it's going to solve it for you. And also, if you want to find the solution and see how it got to that answer, you have to pay more, but I just use the free version. So that is that app. And the last school app that I have is called Notability, which is a note-taking app. And my teacher actually recommended that app to me, and it was free for a weekend, but I think you have to pay for it now. But anyways, you can basically take some notes. So I'm just going to do it randomly. And so it has like a bunch of different colors that you can choose from, and you can also write a text, and you can add pictures and stuff to it. And you can add some voice recording. So this app is really helpful, especially for school. So the next folder that I have, which is also the last, is called Random, and the first app that I have is called T0, and it's basically a countdown app. So I had a countdown for summer, as you can see, but obviously it's done. And you can add a bunch of different timers, and you can change the background and stuff. So that's cool. The next app that I have is Adjust Focus, and it's kind of like an editing app for pictures. So you can adjust the focus on your pictures and make the background blurry. So that's a nice app to have. And then I have Find My iPhone, but I use it for iPad, and it works, and it's very handy in case I lose my iPad. And then I have the app Characters. So basically you can have a bunch of different characters, like stars, and there's different categories and stuff, so it's black and white. So that is really cool for Instagram captions. That is everything that I have on my iPad. I think I went through all of it, and I have this little accessible button in case my home button breaks or something, because it basically acts as a home button. So that was it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed the What's on My iPad mini, and if you want to see how I edit my Instagram pictures, make sure to like this video to let me know, and thanks for watching. Bye! Up inside like the 4th of July, whenever you're around, I always seem to smile.